I'm Christine Nicholas. I'm the CEO and founder of Options Employment Resources People Science. We are a talent acquisition design and consulting company. We're also a recruitment process outsourcing company, which operates under the name People Science. Recruitment process outsourcing is a form of human resource outsourcing where we assume and provide best practices on how to recruit for organizations. I'm currently serving my second year as president of the SDDC, the Supplier Diversity Development Council. So the SDDC is a subset of the Public Utility Commission. The state of New Jersey and the operating companies are committed to creating relationships with diverse suppliers. So collectively, they gathered and formed the board to say, how can we create more supplier diversity? How can we share our diverse suppliers? How can we educate more companies on how to do business with us? And so the SDDC was born to help forge those relationships. The SDDC is the only organization that's established in New Jersey that's a cooperative of the operating companies. So if a regulated operating company does business in New Jersey of more than $10 million in revenue, they're represented on our board, on the Supplier Diversity Development Council. As a shared board, our initiatives are, and our sole purpose is to create more relationships with diverse suppliers. So the Supplier Diversity Development Council conducts different avenues for diverse suppliers each year. The first is you want to make sure that you're part of our email list because we'll send you events and opportunities as they come up. The second is once or twice a year we hold training sessions where you can learn how to become a better supplier or better prepare yourself and hear from other suppliers about how to do business with the utilities. And then the third is certainly our annual conference where you'll have the opportunity to meet in a roundtable session with the regulated operating companies and tell your story. There's three separate ways that a supplier can capitalize on their relationship with the SDDC to build relationships with the regulated operating companies. The first is, of course, directly with the operating company. The second is as a subcontractor to a prime supplier meaning a larger company that's more established that does business directly with the utility. And then the third is peer-to-peer doing relationships with other diverse suppliers. Our board members are representatives from the diversity side of the business. Their sole purpose is to create more relationships with diverse suppliers. Make sure that you understand that this is about relationships. Companies getting to know you, you getting to know companies. How does your service really fit? How are you presenting your service? The utilities and the diversity advocates within those organizations really want to empower and help build relationships with diverse suppliers. It's more than what can you do for me today in finding business. It's more about what do you think of my pitch? How do you value my service? Do you see me fitting in with your organization? Even if you weren't to do business with one of the regulated operating companies, which of course is the end goal, the point is to learn along the way, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and this group will help you do that.
My name is Stacy Curtis, and I'm president of CW Solutions. CW Solutions provides site acquisition, right-of-way, and title services for wireless telecommunication carriers, as well as utility companies nationwide and also in the state of New Jersey. A lot of my WPO, which is Women's President Organization Sisters, was involved with the SDDC and really perked my interest because we all share the common goal of working together to strategize, to create jobs here in New Jersey, and to give back to the community. My relationship with the SDDC board started about 5 years ago by attending various conferences and quarterly events. And I was actually asked, I would say back in the fall of last year, if I'm interested in a board seat because one came open for the WBE. And I filled out the application, went through the interview process, and I was nominated to be on the board this past December for a 3-year term. SDDC has helped CW Solutions and my relationships personally by being able to go to a place where we're all trying to work together for the same goals. We have the same passion to open doors for minority-owned businesses here in New Jersey, not just with utility companies, but also with other minority-owned businesses here in the state. I've developed a lot of close relationships with utility company representatives here in the state of New Jersey, where we could just easily pick up the phone, call each other up if we need help, or if they're looking for a firm that fits the qualification of diversity they're trying to spend, and I can very easily assist them in saying, hey, I've worked with this company before, they're a MBE and it probably would fit your criteria. So it helps out a lot with references, helps out a lot with my other colleagues that are WBEs or MBEs or service disabled veteran businesses to be able to collaborate together, team together, and work on larger bids where we wouldn't be considered necessarily a tier one by ourselves. Because it provides an opportunity not just to be able to get out there and create and develop relationships with utility companies here in New Jersey, but it also gives an opportunity to collaborate with their colleagues and work together and team together for the same purposes and goals. Well, I've been certified by the We Bank for almost 10 years, and I would have to say, gosh, maybe about 8 years ago, I became certified to be on the We Bank Certification Committee, where we get together once a month and review applications for women-owned businesses that would like to get certified. So I donate my time there, and then I also conduct site visits on behalf of the We Bank to make sure that they are women-owned businesses, that they are owned, operated, and controlled 51% or more by one of the owners. So that's how I give back. I also get involved in mentoring other women too, women entrepreneurs that are looking to grow their business, looking to become certified. So I give back in that way, and I get involved with a lot of other boards here in New Jersey. I am the membership chair for the International Right-of-Way Association, local chapter 15. Was also president of New Jersey Wireless Association, and we got a lot of bills passed. Work with a lot of townships working on their wireless telecommunications ordinances, as well as getting Senate Bill 2989 pushed through, which is all volunteers, so we give back to the community by those associations and our relationships. I'm also involved with many other boards in the state of New Jersey, and they're all about giving back to the community. To attend as many events as you can, to get involved with the board, to attend as many webinars as possible, again, to create those relationships that you would like to have with the utility companies and also your other colleagues.
My name is Marilyn Grabowski, and I'm president of Atlantic Infra. Atlantic Infra is made up of 3 companies, all construction service companies. The first, 2002, Atlantic Infra, Red, which is a specialty paving company. The second, Atlantic Infrastructure, which performs underground utility work. And third is Atlantic Infratrack, which marks underground utilities. Atlantic Infra was born on Valentine's Day in 2002 in the bedroom closet of our home right near the Atlantic Ocean. The fleet is all red. We have 16 very heavy pieces of equipment on the road, and we have 66 Ford Escapes. My relationship with the SDDC, or Supplier Diversity Development Council, is one of 9 years on the board, as well as being past president. I got involved with the SDDC in 2004 when I was a newly certified WBE, and I received an invitation to their Opportunity Conference. Safety is very important in the utility industry because of all the various places the utility companies work throughout the state. It's number one for us to send home our employees safe and also to protect the customers, the utility customers that may come near a job site. We spend lots and lots of energy on making sure that our employees are safe with the proper protective equipment as well as the proper training how to be safe. Our cars have all GPS technology, so we know where our employees are every minute of the day. And if something happens, we're able to get to them very quickly. Minorities, women, and service-disabled veterans should get involved with the SDDC because it opens a special door to very special people who are passionate about helping minority, women, and service-disabled companies grow. The SDDC has helped our business in many ways. It has helped me realize how important relationships are with procurement professionals, as well as partnerships with other companies that work in this sector. We've developed a relationship with 7 of the direct utilities in New Jersey, as well as several very good primes that work for the utilities. Minority, women, and service-disabled veterans have an opportunity through the SDDC to have an open door to make contacts with the utilities. The diverse companies certainly will benefit by leaving the office and meeting the people who are very passionate about helping them grow their businesses at the SDDC. Meet Mr. Infra RST. He was a wonderful gift from 2 of my employees to celebrate our Valentine anniversary this year. Mr. RST is made of recycled goods from each of the 3 companies, and the 2 employees had a welding background, and they put them together and made this lovely gift. We have a special spot for giving back here at Atlantic Infra. For example, we just gave all of our computers to a grammar school in Atlanta that didn't have computers. We also spend a lot of time educating young people. During the summer, the office is filled with interns of all type. And one of my favorite stories is one of my civil engineering interns that worked for us 5 years ago has now joined us full time.
My name is Charles Solomon Jr. I'm the president and CEO of Greenlee Security Services. We provide traditional security services, our 3 verticals, which is 1, the traditional security services. The second is the event staff, which you see here today. And the third would be executive protection, where we travel internationally with our clients. This upcoming week, the Pope will be visiting, and we have quite a few officers here involved. We provide pre and post security, and also the asset protections, different assets that they are going to place on the footprint, which we'll call it, i.e. CATs, machines, generators, jumbotrons, which are soon to follow within the next week, and actually just secure the actual footprint. In the event space, we've done Maroon 5 in Atlantic City. I was unable to be here for that. Last year we had Blake Shelton in Atlantic City, again, which was great for the region itself. Here on this same area, we had Made in America for the last 3 years with Jay-Z, Beyonce, a host of other artists as well. Well, we're licensed in Haiti and the Dominican Republic, but most recently we were in Nairobi for the last 6 weeks, myself and one of my colleagues here, and with a client who needed services. It's really called the Duty of Care Act, and with that, if a company sends their representative to another land, a foreign territory, they have the responsibility to protect them, which hence our services. So my relationship with the SDDC, is as such. I am a board member currently. Prior to that, I was a supplier just looking to gain business, to kind of get my foot in the door, and which I was able to do by way of South Jersey Gas, South Jersey Industries, and we use both the names because it sounds that much better. But we had the opportunity to provide security services for them at their facility. My journey for my membership, board membership, but also business for our company started back in 2011 in Newark, where I was introduced to several folks, Sue Hogan, Marie Schaefer, and other folks in this particular space by a former board member who currently works for Ally Barton now. So I established a relationship back in 2011, and we tried and we tried and we tried, and we exchanged emails, and nothing really happened. But we were able to again get our foot into the door with a South Jersey Gas, and that led to other opportunities. So really, we just leveraged that particular opportunity to get more business. Currently, we're doing work with Bank of America. We are a subcontractor for Ally Barton Security now. So we do the Navy Yard in Philadelphia. We have a federal contract with the VA hospital, with the Department of Homeland Security. And we're just growing in leaps and bounds, which we're excited about. So my advice for other potential suppliers is to keep trying. And I use this, I coined this phrase, or I use it. It's you can't sell a secret. So every opportunity that you have, let them know who you are. With that, again, back to South Jersey Industries, we let them know who we are, and we are able to move on and move forward into another space. To us, it's critical infrastructure. Now that's led into banking. So now it's call it the Fab Five. So we want to make sure we have the opportunity to be in each one of those spaces. Will I continue my relationship with the SDDC? Absolutely. Why? Because clearly we have grown exponentially since we've been engaged with the SDDC, and it's also the relationships. I mean, it's also an opportunity. We're at the point now where we look to other security agencies to say, hey, you know what? This is what we're going to do. You're going to play your part, I'm going to play my part, and we'll move forward and provide the service for the client. That's the simplest way to put it.